Today's going to be a tough one. I got dogs behind me just chilling. So, I'm back at work. I'm on the infectious disease service today. But more than that, I am going to fast for 24 hours. I'm actually a little bit more than halfway through it right now, and I feel okay. Some of you may be interested in how I feel after 1 week of getting the COVID vaccine. Again, I am holding the camera with the shoulder that got the shot. I feel fine. I'm not feverish. I am no more tired than I usually am. I'm usually exhausted. It's okay. Residency, it's fine. I don't feel like I'm sick. I don't feel ill. Theoretically, the second shot is the one that gets most people, so that'll be done in 2 weeks. But for now, I feel fine. I'm dressed, ready to go, but I did manage to take the dogs to the park for about a half an hour, 45 minutes this morning. Got my walk in. Sometimes they don't love the park. They like being off the leash and be able to walk around as they please, but they don't. Sometimes they don't run around. So I walk up and down the park with them, and they get their steps in, and now they're tired. But what's more, like I said, it's the infectious disease service. It's a busy service. I'm on service with one of my friends, so that's nice. And then fasting for the 24 hours. I started yesterday. I finished dinner at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I just talked to my friend who's been on the service for a little while, and she said sometimes she gets home at 6. So maybe it's a 25-hour fast. We'll see. But it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a busy day at work. And, time for me to go. I just watched that clip to get an idea of how open my eyes were. And, they're not, really. I am sleepy. I got fine sleep last night, but I understand that my eyes are half masked. So for those of you who are telling me I look tired in the comments all the time, I know. I'm always tired. It's a thing.
I'm going to take this off for a second because I'm by myself in our staff lounge. I have admitted 5 patients tonight. I'm up for the next one. It's about 5:10, so there's 50 minutes left of my admitting shift. And I know there's some in the ED waiting to be admitted, so I'll probably get one last minute, which is okay. There's 3 of us that are on tonight, and so it just kind of goes between each one of us. So we just rotate admissions. We're each cross-covering certain lists. I have a little bit of an easier list tonight because it's the observation unit, so it's usually less sick patients. I have 1 COVID cross-cover list. They've been okay so far. And I just wait around for admissions, really, and cross-cover pages. I haven't had too many interesting things happen tonight, knock on wood. Yeah. Oh, and I had to do a peri-op consult for some of the ortho colleagues that we have, and met a really nice lady doing that. Most of the patients you admit are super nice. Most are super nice. Some can be difficult. But we handle those. This is our staff lounge that I hang out in sometimes at night. No one's in here because not a lot of people work at night, but people come in the morning to get drinks, water, whatever they want. There's some food in here. I come in here because it's quiet. There's usually no one in here, so I can take off my mask. There's a little exercise room next to it that has a Peloton. I like riding on that every once in a while at night if I have some downtime to just stay awake. When I'm at nights, I try to move around as much as I can. When I'm not doing anything, I'm just walking around. I get like 10,000 steps in a night, and I try to walk everywhere. That really does help keep me up. Instead of sitting down and getting on your phone, when I do that, I tend to shop, and Mike doesn't like that. So here we are. Wish me luck. Also, I'm about 5 days out from the COVID vaccine and feeling okay. Day 2, I felt a little sick. I had a headache, but I also just don't know if that's because I was tired. So, it went away pretty fast though after I got some sleep. That makes me think it's more related to not sleeping so much because I work nights, but I'm feeling fine now. I get my next vaccine on the 7th. Just like that, night shift's done. Walking home now. So excited to go to bed and see my puppies.
I managed to find the one quiet room in the hospital with a window. I know it's kind of gray outside, but a window's a window. So I ran around the hospital, saw all my patients. I have a lot to see. Our list is currently 24. It's me and I think one other resident. We have a fellow and attending, of course, but yeah, it's a lot of patients. So I have seen my patients. I've pre-written most of my notes, and we're going to round here shortly. Hopefully rounding is not terrible. Usually on this rotation, we table round on all the old patients, and after we've seen them, we're really just waiting on imaging studies or like antibiotic susceptibilities or blood cultures or this culture or that culture or whatever it is. So being at the bedside 24/7 is really not that important once we've already seen them. And then we'll go round at bedside on all the new patients, and hopefully we can get out at a decent time. But usually these are later days, so I got here about 7. I plan on leaving around 6. My 24-hour fast ends at 5, so this might turn into a 25-hour fast. Unless I get really hungry and decide to buy food, but I usually don't, so. Alright, I got 10 minutes to get to where we're rounding. Hopefully I'm not late. So much of internal medicine is writing notes and thinking about stuff and sending consult pages and sending recommendation pages to everybody throughout the hospital, and infectious disease is certainly no different. So here, before our afternoon rounds, I am writing the notes that I can, I am paging the services that I can, paging the people that I can, making sure all of our plans get carried out. And of course, when I'm fasting, there are cookies everywhere. Our CCU team was kind enough to bring us some Stan's donuts. Oh God, those look so good. But no, I'm not going to do it. Good for me.
Okay, we are all done. That's not a fun sound when you're trying to go to sleep. But done with my night shift. That's 2 of 3. And I ended with having a rapid at like 6:30-ish on a COVID patient. She just couldn't keep her oxygen levels up. So we kept trying to go to higher and higher levels of oxygen, and it just wasn't working out. And so she had to be transferred to the ICU. Hopefully she does pretty well. She didn't have too many medical problems, as was relatively young. So hopefully she'll be okay. And then I had to do some sign-outs, like update some sign-out stuff for the day team and their patients, answer a few more pages. Oh, here's Bruin. And then I had to sign out my pager so no one pages me. And walked home, got here, took a quick shower, and then had to take the dogs out. I'm in charge of the dogs today. Oh, I have to lift Bobby up. Hang on. Never mind. And had to take the dogs out this morning, and I have to wake up around 12:31 to take them out again, and then hopefully Mike will be home to take them out a little later, and I'll wake up around 5 o'clock. That's all for my night shift.
Got a late consult, but sometimes that happens. There are swinging balls ahead of me, or above me, I should say. Time to go home. It's like 5. I'm tired. Been here for 10 hours. Let's get out of here. My God, I almost forgot. It's been more than 24 hours since I've eaten anything. That was the whole point of this vlog video, right? 24 hours, haven't eaten anything. I feel fine, actually. I've been distracted for most of the day, which has helped a lot. But, I mean, I feel okay. I can always eat. Saying no to those donuts was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, though. So, as this car awkwardly drives by and probably stares at me like I have 6 heads, yeah, I'm looking forward to eating. I'm gonna have to take it slow because if I inhale something, I'm going to hurt myself. But, time for masks. See you at home. All right, finally home, finally breaking the fast, starting with edamame, only because it was the closest thing to me, and the thing that was closest to me that wouldn't make me sick immediately. And it's delicious. But, so a bunch of edamame. I've got chicken thighs in the air fryer. We'll probably finish this bowl of edamame. I'm getting lots of help finishing the bowl of edamame. There's my fast for the day, almost 25 hours like I predicted. The late consult put me a little bit closer to the 25 hours than I thought, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to get some food and hope Bobby doesn't pee in the house. All right, quick little recap of the day. Long day on infectious disease today. I was at the hospital for about 10 hours. Kind of a long day, 7 to 5-ish. I knew I was going to do this 24-hour fast when I started yesterday. I've done it once before, and I did okay. I don't think I quite made it the full 24 hours. I think it's like 22, 23 the last time I did it. But I don't think that time was like a hunger issue. It was more of a logistics issue for some reason. This time, I was able to get through it more or less fine, actually. My blood sugars were good all day, and stable, most importantly, all day. After I had this one meal of the day, the insulin that I needed was kind of fresh, and I hadn't really had insulin all day. So you can imagine my body just kind of going right to sleep. When you have a big insulin spike like I take with a big meal, you get kind of sleepy. So I got kind of sleepy. That was like an hour and a half ago, and now I finally kind of come to, really. They're going to wrestle for a little bit by my feet. But I feel fine. It is now a week after my COVID vaccine. I still feel fine. 24-hour fast. I'm probably going to do it twice a week now, I think. At least for the foreseeable future. Mainly because I have a hard time just doing like breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's really no, I don't know. It's really not that strict for me. I need a yes you can eat, no you can't eat sort of thing. Intermittent fasting, the eating from noon to 8 every day worked sorta, but you kind of have to be on all the time. With these kinds of things, I just have to be on for like 2 days a week, and then the other days of the week I can just kind of maintain my already pretty good habits. Do you guys mind? You guys are being very noisy. So, as far as I'm concerned, this might actually work for me. By no means should it work for everybody. Some people can't handle going 24 hours without eating. I thought I was one of those people. Turns out I'm not. And if you're diabetic like I am, you really need to be on top of stuff because you can go either way really, really fast. And certainly if I went either way, I would have fixed it. And if I had to just say hell with the fast, I would have just said hell with the fast because there's no point in fasting if you're dead. So that being said, my arm is starting to get tired. These kids are getting a little rambunctious, so I'm going to wrestle with both of them until they go to sleep. And then I'm going to go to sleep and have another wonderful day on infectious disease. If you like my content, please thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will do my best to get back to you soon. Peace.